That better? Sorry, guys. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me? I don't know what the hell happened. All of a sudden, my mic was just turned off. Maybe I unplugged it somewhere. I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Huh, cool. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It has this like red light on it. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a red light. So, like, all of a sudden it was off. Just never did that before. There's always something with YouTube and equipment. But yeah. So like I was saying, it's Memorial Day. Um, thank you for all of our fallen service members and things like that. I don't like saying Happy Memorial Day. It just doesn't seem like a happy day. But in the spirit of things, Happy Memorial Day. So, how's everybody doing today? I don't really have much to display. Everything's pretty much just colonizing. I just did those twisted tree bags right before this video. I forgot to spawn them last week. Um, So the spawn was actually looking really nice. It was like completely like mayonnaise, like all white. I broke it up. It was corn, so it broke up real easy. Dumped them in. I was trying to think of how to put a camera, but I woke up late. I woke up at like 11:45 or like 11:30, 12. So I said, "The hell with it. I'll just do it." So they look nice. So I'll give them next week. We'll see them. So it's going to be today's the start day. They're basically just they look like core with corn in it. Nothing special. They're just in a bag. I packed them down. They're about 3 inches. Those XLS fruiting bags with the 5 micron filter that the substrate came in from Twisted Tree are really nice because when you first get them, the brick is like square. It looks like a brick, but when you spread it out, it actually gets a lot wider for some reason. So it looked really good, nice. So I did a 3 pound brick of dino soil with 1.5 pound. Well, it was like 600 grams. So that's about 1.5 pounds of corn grain spawn. Um, colonized perfectly. Probably in like within 2 weeks. I did have one corn bag go. I don't know, weird. So the same kind. Now there is some growth, but it's not right. It has a smell. It's like it's not right, and it hasn't grown since last week. It's just been sitting there. So yeah. What's up, Don? Jesse, what's going on? Diatomaceous earth, that's used for like pool filters too, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know much about it besides that. I know you put it in a pool filter with certain filters and materials and it cleans the water. So I don't know what it would do for pest control. I never heard of it for that. Good idea though. Thinking outside the box. Good job, Jesse. Researching, finding information. Yeah, I just have a tent. I just keep it closed. There's no pests in there. I was supposed to get my new humidifier yesterday from FedEx or somebody from Vivasun. It didn't show up, so that was going to be my afternoon project. I got a lot of projects going on, cleaning stuff like that, but we'll figure it out. So let's see. What was the other thing I was thinking? Oh, I put my disclaimer up already. Remember, this is all fake. Nothing's real. It's all harm reduction and educational purposes only, guys. I'm not doing anything. Everything's pretend. But as you all know, for those of you that didn't see it, there we go. There's the harm reduction and disclaimer. So don't forget that. Let's see. What do we got to talk about? So I got a bunch of Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah. No, I know what it feels like. It looks like it's a white powder. I mean, basically it looks like freaking baby powder, but kind of a little heavier. But yeah. So, I got a bunch of cultures from Paul over at Fungi or True Blue Genetics and Fungi. Some gourmets I'm going to be doing Pio oyster, a coral tooth lion's mane, pearl, and then I got JMF just because I got to get something psychedelic. So I'm gonna be expanding those and then running them eventually. I'm working on a new little venture. If anybody has seen my post on the post thing, um, nice, Mike. Yeah, I was compressing these, and I'm thinking and yeah, I was pushing them down. They were just still staying a little bit loose in the bag, so I compressed them pretty good. They were they're about maybe 2 inches. But when you move them in the bag, they started like the cake started like cracking. So I put them in the shelf and pressed them down again. But I mean, I don't know exactly how hard. I got to figure out a way to measure that. I know how to do it. I can get a scale and just push down on it, but I just don't have one down here that'll carry that kind of weight. 5 pounds plus pressure putting. I mean, I'm probably putting 20, 30 pounds of pressure. I really don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking like 10 pounds, and I'm like, that's not really that much when you're pushing. So, yeah, it'd probably be like 25, 40 pounds. I mean, I'm a big guy, so I could probably put 200 pounds on it if I wanted to. No problem. Mhm. Nice, Jesse. Nice. Now they're going to go into the stage where they turn into these like spider webs all across the freaking surface. After they pin, they get all these little like shoot sprouts. I mean, they might make a good microgreen. Anyways, yeah. So that's one of the things I started a GoFundMe for my microgreen idea. I'm trying to find space and some equipment so I can start a gourmet and microgreen area, like grow spot. I just don't have the space. I need like maybe 1,000 square feet, maybe 400 to 1,000 would do it. Um, but it's just so expensive. I mean, there's all these warehouses and factories that are just vacant, and owners are just paying whatever they're paying on them, but they're vacant. They won't rent out any space for us. And like, oh well, you got to take 20,000 square feet at $10,000 a month. I'm like, fuck you, sorry, but they have all these different spaces that are like around that people just won't. You'd think they'd want to try to encourage development or things like that. But yeah, check out my post if you guys want on my channel. It has the link to the GoFundMe. It's got a QR code on it, but I'm thinking of running a special where all verified donations are gonna get like a free LC in the mail or something like that. I'm still working that out. Between gourmet or the other kind that we get. Um, I got about 5 or 6 really nice ones right now. I got another 3 or 4 I could expand. Yeah. So like the ones I just spawned, I got 2 jars of each, 1 jar of each one, and they're beautiful. We can't wait to see them fruit. And that back to the other subject. Yeah, so this will be the start of the Mad Hatter and Shakti Bomb grow would be today. So each week I'll show you guys how it progresses on the Twisted Tree at a 2-to-1 ratio. So that'll be coming up. Nobody's here. 2 people. Jesus. I guess everybody's busy. It's probably not gonna be a long video, guys. It's a holiday weekend. I didn't think of that when I scheduled it last night. Yeah, I'll just do a little bit of chat and updates for people so that the people that watch later on get a little bit of an update. So yeah, I'm working on that. I had that that big bag of huge fruits that I had. It made some new fruits, and I just threw it in the tent. I'd shut my dehydrator off because I didn't have anything else going at the time. So they actually came out kind of cool. They ended up with like all these like broken caps because they're almost like dried out, just sitting on the block growing. They did the iceberg type break. Let me grab one. I'll show you. It looks kind of cool. The fruit itself, because these clay models I made are great. I'll just grab the freaking fruit off the side of the freaking thing. Yeah, I just ripped them off the cake. I'm not gonna do anything with them. But so these new clay models, don't these look cool? I don't know if you can use it. But anyway, they got these little like. They're so cool. They got all these little like cracks on them. I mean, this isn't like a phenotype. This is just because I let them dry out while they were growing. But I mean, they look so cool. They look like little flowers. But anyway, so yeah, these grew on that tub with that bag with the huge fruits, like the 230-gram fruits. These little guys grew out the side after I put it back in the tent for a few days. I mean, they're good. Maybe I'll dehydrate them. I don't know, but I just thought they were kind of cute. They have these little crack caps. That's how you crack a caps. Just dry the shit out of them on the cake. Let them grow, and then cut off all humidity and let them stay dry. I also had a fan running by accident for like 2 days straight. My fresh air fan. I turn it on for like 2 minutes once in a while. But I turned it on one night when I came home because I used the Alexa app. I said, Alexa, fan on. And then like 2 days later, I realized it was still on. Hey, what's up, Sandy? But that didn't affect anything like the bag grows I had. It just affected the open because I just cut the top of the bag off and just threw it back in there. Hey, what's up, Daniel? What's going on? Glad to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on too long in the holiday. I didn't realize that, but yeah. But yeah, I couldn't believe how cool these looked. They look like I don't know what the little spikies, like they're cool. They're not big. I mean, they're just little, they're cute. I might take some pictures and just show off that. Oh, look at my new phenotype. I got spiky caps. Total fuck up and try to call them something new and sell them to people, right? That's what people would do. But yeah, I mean they're kind of cool. I don't know. I mean they're like almost dry. I mean they're like rubber. Even under the cap, they're just they're just dry. But that's what happens sometimes. Yeah, like popcorn. Thank you, Jesse. That's exactly what I was thinking. It looks like popcorn. They're popcorn tops, but they're not. They're not a phenotype. They're just a environmental fuck up. I just shoved the block, or I cut the top off the bag. I harvested everything, all the clay models, put them in the kiln, and I just threw the cake back in. I never rehydrated it. Nothing. I mean, I probably could rehydrate it, but these came out side pins. But thanks, James. Yeah, I do. I get in there with the little tools and the little knives, and I model all the little cracks and crevices. But yeah, no, you guys, for the people that are gonna get technical, we're using weird terms because of the fact that YouTube and everybody else are trying to censor us. So if something doesn't sound right, just email me and we'll talk. Yeah, that whole bag I had of clay models, I donated them to somebody last week. Well, not kind of donating them, but I just thought, yeah, these are kind of cool. I mean, I was hoping that would be cool if it's got like really big and it was like an expression, but it's not. I know what the expression of that fruit is. It's these big things with very small gills, and just, yeah, that's not the expression of it. It's just they started growing, dried out, tried to do their best to spread their seed. Yeah, I haven't touched anything in probably over a month. Longer because of not feeling good and being sick and shoulder pain and stuff. I don't like doing anything if I'm in pain. Oh, that leads me to another subject. I'm testing out a Cortom schedule. Actually, I think it's working out pretty good. The first day I got it, I got I'm not gentle with so I ordered a kilo of kratom, 500 grams of red, 500 grams of white. Red is supposed to be good for like pain and sleeping and stuff, and white is good for energy, which it is. So I've only done 2 days of testing. So the first day I got it, I took a teaspoon, well, like a half a tablespoon. It was a heaping teaspoon of red, mix it in, and yeah, it did have pain relieving effects, and I did feel a little bit of something. So then that night, I took a teaspoon of red and white together, and that definitely felt something. Then yesterday before work, I grabbed a teaspoon of white kratom, and that is supposed to be just for energy and focus and stuff like that. And it was, it was. Fuck. Hold on. That's better. We're back. I work off a TV tray and a tub, guys, to keep the computer at the right height, so that happens sometimes. What's up, Bill? What's up? Let me see if I missed here. I think I missed somebody. Hey, what's up, Robin? I knew it was you. You can tell by the picture of the puppy. Okay. Yeah, no, Charlie, don't worry. Don't worry, Billy. Yeah, no, I have my light balanced on, well, it was on 2 jars just to get the right height so I don't throw shadows. And the other light is hiding behind my tent because I dropped it down there and I can't get it. So yeah, so I tested the kratom. I did a red, and it was pain relieving. This was at like 2 in the afternoon, and I was good. And then like my shoulder felt good, my back was okay, my legs were feeling better. And then at like, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock, I decided to do the 1 teaspoon of each, and that was nice. That did help me get some sleep. I was falling asleep. It was more than the dose was a little higher than I probably should have taken. I wouldn't take that dose for being active in work and things like that. But the white is definitely energizing and refreshing. And I think it is also pain relieving. I took some at like, I had to work at 2, so it was probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. And made a water bottle tea thing, and I drank it down. and went to work, and I was energetic the whole day. I mean, it was 9 o'clock before I felt any like pain starting, and then got home probably about 11:30, 12. So this is like 12, like 11, 12 hours after ingesting the white teaspoon. It was like a heaping teaspoon of white, probably 2 teaspoons, probably. Um, and then about 1 o'clock, I was like, okay, my arm's really starting to hurt. So about 2 o'clock, I took a teaspoon of red. And then a couple hours later, I started feeling good. I fell asleep, and I woke up about 10 o'clock. I was in pain, but I didn't take anything yet today. I'm in a little soreness, but I think that's mostly from stiffness from sleeping. Because I don't want to, take it every 3 hours. That's not. I'm thinking of this as a therapeutic thing, like a coffee or tea people would drink normally. Because I know there are possible negative effects from using it. It could be addictive, like caffeine or nicotine, or worse. I heard, but I'm not feeling anything like that. I mean, it's only been a couple days, but I'll probably hold off for most of the day unless I'm in a lot of pain. Because if I don't need to take it for anything, I'm not gonna use it as like a daily. I have to have it. It's gonna be like, okay, if I have pain or I need energy, or if I wake up tired, grab a teaspoon of it. Basically, like taking coffee or espresso. Yep, exactly, Daniel. That's exactly what I got. I got half a kilo of red and half a kilo of white. I just don't like saying these dang, 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 ding, ding, dong names. I just can't pronounce them properly, so I just say red and white. And from what I hear, they're pretty much, you got red, green, and white. Green is a mixture of the two, from what I've heard, like effects wise. And I guess they have gold and a couple others. I guess it's all like from Mid East or whatever, not Mid East, Eastern countries. I actually got Jesse. I actually got some True Nats LC coming. I was talking to Princess Angel over at Princess of Cubensis, and she was offering a free 3cc syringe for people of the True Nats with order. And I was talking to her, and she's like, "Hey, I'll send you one." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So thank you. I tried to offer her some money for shipping, and she was like, "No, we're friends, so it's like no big deal." Um, so yeah, so I'm getting an LC of the True Nats, the ones from Africa or wherever, not the Okios and Churadas, but the real ones that they're supposed to fruit decent. So we'll see. Because I'm doing some TTBVI and other pan-cyan, and I'm gonna do the True Nats soon. Because I want to do some candies with the TTBVI because of the strength wise. I'm gonna do some chocolate kisses, like Hershey kisses, or little like dots or something. Because I have a lot of people interested in trying some chocolates and stuff. So I think that would get the biomass down for what you have to put in chocolate. So I think it would make it taste a little better. Yeah, Daniel, I'm just taking teaspoons and mixing it in water and green sludging it down. It is a little heavy. The liquid's not bad, but then when you get that last gulp with all the freaking stuff at the bottom, yeah, but let's see, what's that? Oh, nice. Why is my thing not clicking? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. So, I haven't ever had good luck with psychedelics for pain. It just doesn't seem to do much for me. Sorry if I'm itching my head a lot, guys. They gave me this hat at work, and I don't like wearing hats, and it just makes me feel like just on my head. My head's been like itchy. Yeah, just try. Jesus Christ, you're fucking with me, Rodman. Yeah, I was looking at different brands from one of my plugs, and they were describing what's in them, and a lot of them have that 7-0 shit. I don't know if you guys know this, but 7-0 is this new 7-0 hydrogen. It's some like opioid receptor antagonist, but it's addictive. And even the owner or the guy that created it or is marketing it said he's highly addicted to the shit. It's like, why would you say that and then try to sell it to people? And they're selling it at like gas stations and shit. Yeah, Jesse, I'm not talking about gnats. I'm talking. I don't know. Michael Mamas did a lot with the Okios Centradas, or whatever they're called. But True Nats are the ones. I forget who got it, but anyways, they're the ones that came from Africa. They just discovered like last year. They're different genotype or whatever. I don't know. I want to just do it. I'm just getting it to try. Yeah, I don't know. No, it is that. I didn't have itching like that until I started wearing a hat. It holds the moisture in my head too much, and I think it's just making me itchy. No, absolutely not. I mean, if you guys saw the picture I posted, it's just 2 bags of actual powder from, like, the plant. There's nothing synthetic about it. Um, yeah, no, and I don't mind the chocolates, if you temper it properly, which I'm doing a lot of I'm doing so much freaking YouTube video searching. I'm doing searching on microgreens, I'm doing searching on my mushroom farm, trying to get everything going. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but I'm gonna keep it going, and I think I can get it going. Um, I got desires and dreams to do, so might as well go for it. Yeah, yeah, Daniel, yeah, Daniel, you and freaking Rodman are just doing this name change shit. Nobody knows who you are unless we know you, which is fine. I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, all my projects are coming along just fine. Not much going on. All works good. I've got my schedule to where I need it. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. That's great. 3 days. I get two-day offs in between each 2 day. Yeah, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, I get 2 days off. Work Saturday, get 2 days off. So that should help me start getting things done. Like I said, I'm working on getting over the pains and stuff that I've had from the past month with the cold and everything. So I think I'm almost there. I think I'm about at 85, 90%, or maybe 85% plus pain, 90% plus pain. Um, did wake up with a little bit of stuffy nose today. That's why I'm a little nasally sounding. But you got to figure I'm working in the public, so I'm going to catch things. And honestly, my immune system, I'm hoping it's getting stronger, so it just fights it off a lot quicker. Um, but yeah, one of the big things was the medicine combination that I got from the doctors that really screwed me up. So, but my eye surgery is scheduled for June 11th and June 25th. So once that's done, I'm going to get off all my fucking medication. Hate all that shit. Yeah, yeah, no, Jesse, I understand it's easy to make, but uh, oh, there we go. That's perfect, Robin. Thank you. But yeah, so just little things going on. So I'm gonna continue my trials with the kratom, whatever the fuck you call it. Um, it's I also have some 45% MIT presses coming. That was ordered before I found out I could get the powder from my plant guy. I can't believe I just said I have a plant guy. I keep saying that. I keep thinking the same thing. I got a plant guy. I got this guy. Yeah, my plant guy in Puerto Rico. Oh god, that's funny. Um, and not worried about likes, Mike. I'm not worried at all. People don't like me. They don't like me. It ain't gonna make a difference. My algorithm doesn't get shared unless it goes to followers, pretty much. I lost 4 followers. I was kind of depressed. I never lost any. Well, I probably have, but I went from 469 to 465. Now I don't know if that just means some timed out and lost their accounts. I think that's what it was because I looked at the dashboard. It didn't say anybody left. So I think sometimes accounts just disappear and you lose them. So I'm not really worried about it. But I couldn't believe. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard. MycoAlan got his channel deleted. And it was, from what I've heard, definitely from reporting based people. So check out if you want to see MycoAlan. He's going to be doing all this stuff on Patreon, guys. He's on IG. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not going to throw him out there until I know exactly what he's doing as far as what channel he's going to be having. But yeah, it's pretty sad. He had a lot of good information come on his channel. And all he was trying to do was help people in general. So yeah, we'll see. But hopefully gets things worked out. So maybe there's a spot to be filled by one of us other guys. But I can't do it with 469 followers. I need a couple, 10, 20, 30,000 guys. Come on, get the word out there. Hey, what's up, Bill? What's up, Waz? I don't know. I can't see the screen higher up. But anyways, hi, Waz. I saw you, Bill, but I'm saying hi again. But yeah. So anybody doing anything interesting this weekend for picnics and stuff like that with family? I'm not. We don't do picnics anymore. I mean, my father sometimes goes to his brother-in-law's, my mother's brother's picnics, but I don't. I have I don't know if it's a social thing. I have a hard time sitting with people and bullshitting while they drink. It just, yeah. What's that, Daniel? Freedom of speech guidelines. Yeah. Oh, I'll put it up again. Here's my disclaimer, guys. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, dude, I want pizza. Send me some. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Jesse, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I was watching this thing on that's serotonin. What the hell was it? Cortisol. Cortisol can make you feel really bloated too. That's and I'm starting to take some magnesium gluconate and magnesium something else gummies, which is supposed to help regulate your diabetic or your thyroid, your diabetes stuff, all that stuff. Plus, it's supposed to help reduce bloating and like facial chub and stuff. I know I'm perfect, but for other people, But hey, what's up, Mike? I'm like, Powerball, Marky Z. I saw you at the beginning of the chat, but nice to see you again. Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, actually I have one fruit, and it's lion's mane. I had that block that had that nice big one, and I just threw the block back in my tent and just left it there. And now all of a sudden I got this nice little treble, whatever the culture's called tribbles. It's cute. It's just a little guy. Actually, I'll grab it and show you. It's kind of cool. It's lion's mane. You guys don't mind. Let's see here. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute, little guy? I think he's done. Oh yeah, he's starting to dry out. Oh, we'll take him off. He came out the side of the bag. He didn't even bother coming out the hole I had in the bag. He came out the side of the top. The hole in the bag just did that. And it's dry. It's like it weighs nothing, so there's no moisture in there. So I'm not gonna get anything else. But isn't that cute? It's just a little lion's mane brain. But anyway, I'll dry it out. I'll save it. Yeah, so that just grew out of nowhere. I got 2 dried out cakes in a bag that's stalled. That E115 is just stalled. I folded it up to keep the moisture, and I might try hydrating it or forking it. I know that sounds funny, but what you do is you take a fork and you stick it in all over the place. You basically take it and you're aerating it, and then pouring water over to get some moisture in the center. You can also use a syringe with some water and just inject it, but I want to make like thousands or hundreds of holes on the top. Now, this is completely experimental, guys. It's not a guaranteed thing, but it's stalled. But what I'm going to try to do is maybe add some moisture in there, and maybe it'll trigger something for survival. I don't know. We'll see. But it's just fun. Yeah, nature knows best. But yeah, I saw it and I thought, oh, that's so cute. And it's like, it's dry. I mean, it's not even remotely squishable. I mean, it's dry. I mean, the stem is, or this part's still a little. Tastes good. But yeah. So these are the things that happen, guys. Sometimes that's why I like it. There's no contamination. I just leave the thing in there. I could have hydrated it and probably got a nice big freaking flush out of it. But I mean, this thing is myceliated. It's completely, this was hardwood. It's taped over because the original hole. Oh, that's where it came from. The original hole, I bet. That's probably what happened. Yep, it came from the original hole. It didn't grow out the side of the bag. Okay. But I made this other hole and it just made this little freaking thing. But that's going to go in. Actually, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to save it because I had this crazy idea. They grow microgreens on cocoa coir, rock wool, hydroponically, all this stuff. Why wouldn't you be able to take like an old spent hardwood fuel block? Because they use a lot of hardwood or master's mix when they make gourmet mushrooms. So you take your hardwood fuel block after it's done and everything and like boil it or steam it or whatever just to kill all the mycelium. Then you could use that as your substrate for microgreens. Just a thought. I don't know if it'll grow, but you could try it. Okay, thanks, Rod. Have a good day. Oh, nice job, Mark. Nice job. Sounds like fun. Rodman's a musician too. You guys are all musicians. Or is it magicians? But yeah, so yeah. Oh, Mary Michael's a musician too. Jesus, you guys are all like working. I mean, I don't have any musical talent. I don't have any talents. Except for growing random things in the middle of nowhere when I didn't think it was gonna grow. Anyways, I got a from Paul over at Fungi or True Blue Genetics. I think they're all the same company, but they separate it for legalities or whatever. Walla Walla or whatever they call it. His little thing, but so I already have a lion's mane tribbles. I got an liquid culture of that going. So I ordered the coral tooth, which I thought looked kind of cool. So, hey Mark, if you come out towards Boston, let me know. I'll go by see it play. Worcester, Boston, Central, Eastern Mass. Oh, Mark, send me your links. That should be the name of one of your songs, Mark. Jack of all, master none. Oh, cool. Thank you, Mark. Let me know. Maybe I can get backstage and see you guys. Oh, God, that'd be fun. I haven't been to a concert in probably 15. Well, wow. Actually, almost 20 years, 18 years. I went and saw Poison at something Meadow in this area. Meadow. Anyways, it was an outdoor concert. It was kind of cool. Didn't even get to see the main band, the girls, but we got drunk. So we saw the opening acts, and then probably by the first song into Poison, she was throwing up on the freaking lawn, so we had to I had to carry her out of there. But that was fun. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mark, I lost your Instagram. I couldn't find it. Oh shit! What the fuck am I doing here? There we go. Oh no, it's Daniel that said that. Yeah, Mark, I can't find your Instagram. I tried. I don't know if it got banned or something. I don't know. But yeah. So those married Michael in Nashville. What married Michael? What are you doing, Daniel? You're not telling me about that. Oh, Mark. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because Daniel, you're over in that area. Okay, I thought you were saying you were going to be playing in Nashville. Anyways, guys, yeah, just gonna stay brief today. Probably about another 5-10 minutes. Yeah, live your dream, Mark. I'm trying to push mine too. I don't know if you guys saw the post on the microgreen mushrooms and microgreen. I'm trying to start up a grow up kind of thing. It'd be basically like if you were growing pop, I'm gonna be growing legitimate mushrooms, gourmets, and then microgreens to try to facilitate chefs and maybe a few small stores. But I'm looking for space right now in the Sturbridge area. I'm looking for 400 to 1,000 square feet, depending on price as to how much I can get. But yeah, so I got a GoFundMe started. And like I said at the beginning, I'm going to be offering to all the Myco community that want to donate or whatever, verified donations will get a free LC. $25 donation will get a free LC. That's including shipping. So I'm gonna take some from this to that. I'll pay for shipping. And so it wouldn't be like donating for nothing. You'll get an LC, maybe even other things as situation demands it. If you donate 50, I'll throw you like 3 CCs or 3 LCs. I made a post on it. So guys, if you go to my channel, you can see, I think it says post. You go on there, you can actually see it. And I think there's a QR code link or whatever on there as well. I also posted on Instagram. So if anybody's interested, I'm not, do what you want to do. But if you want to take advantage of the LC thing, let me know you're going to donate. We'll see your name. We'll verify it. I'll get your address and I'll send you out some LC. Right now I got 3. I got Mad Hatter, Shakti Bomb, and Ghost. And I got couple other there, but yeah, I got a few, and then I'm going to be expanding the gourmets if anybody's interested in that, just to have yeah, so that'll be a way to kind of trade, barter, or whatever, try to figure things out. I don't want to be begging for money, but I don't want to be not giving something for that, so it's going to be like a hook me up, I'll hook you up thing. So yeah, you get a free gift with donation. Just hit me up. I mean, if you can't do much, don't. I can still hook you up. I mean, but I'm sending it like for a good people that are always supporting me. I'll do it no matter what they donate. But 25 to 50, we'll get 1 to 3 CCs LCs as a gift for donation. So I haven't got the details all figured out, but we'll figure it out. What's up, Mass Mofo? Memorial Day. Let's go. But yeah, so not much else going on. Just trying to get things moving in those directions. But yeah, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to post them. I'm not going to be going long today, just another like 5 minutes, just saying hi to you guys, keeping you guys updated on what's going on. No, Mark, but I'll find out who they are and I'll message you. I mean, I might have heard of them. I don't know. Oh, Daniel, I got something you got to see if I can find it. It was beautiful. This metal worker was making these basically like wind chimes, kind of, but not. They are rotating for wind, but they're basically like he took wire and made wire sculptures of like fairies or pixies holding like you know how a dandelion has that sprouting white stuff. It looked really beautiful, and he's going out of business, so maybe something you could pick up. I mean, the sculptures are beautiful, but he made these big ones, like human size. And they're like fairies holding onto a dandelion. They're like blowing in the wind. It was really beautiful. I thought of you when I heard that. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put the banner up, Johnny. There you go, right across the bottom of the screen there, Johnny. Or you can just go on Instagram at MycoAlan. You can DM me after the message, or But yeah, you can send me an email, or you can go on. I'm MycoAlan on Instagram. I'm also MycoAlan on Facebook. You can get a hold of me. It's if you see a golden retriever, like I don't know if you can see the picture of my thumbnail, white golden retriever or light golden retriever, anything with a golden retriever and mushrooms, that's me. Well, so far that's me. But yeah, give me a call or give me a DM. Yeah, I've tried erythritol. Erythritol is basically just sugar. It's just sugar, so you can basically use that as your glucose source. Um, I've got azomite. It's basically like a ground up rock. It's mineral, whatever. No fertilizers though. I have never seen anybody using fertilizers that I know of. I mean, technically, fertilizers would be like potassium, phosphorus, nitrogen, calcium. So technically, they could be considered fertilizers, but we call them amendments, not amenities, amendments. Yeah. So if we amend our soil, our CVGs, or we amend things, that's what we do. Sometimes people put sugars into your grain spawn, like corn, like drippy corn, or like I add some when I make my corn. I throw in some. Literally, this last time I made it, I threw in azomite, corn dextrose, the stuff from plaster, gypsum. I just threw a teaspoon of each in my corn as it was boiling in this pressure cooker. It's really not necessary, but I mean, it's fun to play with. All the nutrients you need are going to come from your grain. And the substrate is basically, unless you're growing exotics where you need dung in there, the substrate is just moisture. It's a structure for the mycelium to grow on and collect moisture to reproduce, because it's using the grain for everything. With cubes, you don't need a lot with nitrogen or coffee and stuff like that. So it's really, I mean, yeah, you could end up having a great result from doing it. You could end up just having a normal result. I mean, like I'm trying this twisted tree dino soil. It's basically just soil amended with poop. They call it dino soil because it comes from turtles, which are synonymous with dinosaurs, kind of like alligators. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I had some blocks in here that threw 230-gram fruits, and I've never had that big of a fruit before. And then I had a block right next to it, throw a little 2-3-gram fruits. I mean, same soil, different genetics. So a lot of it has to do with genetics, I think, more so than anything, and conditions, environmental. Um, dial in your environment, get the exact flushes you want. I mean, if you want huge, big fruits, great, do it. If you want bag of peel fruits, do that. I mean, you can dial that in with your environment. But yeah, I'm trying to twist the tree because I've heard had great things to say about it, and I needed some soil with poop in it for exotics like TTBVI, PanCyan, things like that. So that's why I got that. So it's going to be ready to go for those, I hope. Um, I haven't really talked to anybody that's used it for PanCyans, but I'm sure many people have. And if it's got poop, it's got what it wants. And like I said, I got a new humidifier, so I'm gonna have a different setup. I have like a half-gallon humidifier in there, and I kept forgetting to fill it and this and that. So yeah. Well, yeah, crazy mixes. But if you got your grain, which could be corn, oats, wheat, whatever, if you got that colonized, sterile and colonized, perfect, and you got some cocoa coir and you mix it, it's gonna grow fruit. I mean, it should, put it in a bag or put it in a tub, keep it moist, give it some fresh air occasionally. Not really much else it can do. I mean, it can stall, but I mean that's up to the genetics. If you got some good genetics, you're good. I've made plenty of my own genetics, and it's just I end up it's crosses are great, but you have to do so many to make something new. I mean, a lot of crosses just look like basic cubes after a little while. In my setup, I mean, I've had tubs where they got albinos and then half albino, half colored, and then colored fruit all in one tub from a T0 plate of a cross. But I don't want to clone 6 fruits and do all this. Sometimes it just gets bored. Oh, okay, okay, Mark. I'll try to find him. I might know him on Facebook or something. I've there's so many different names. I mean, it's tough to follow. Yeah, I got some wheat berries. Now you see these guys. This has been in this jar for like 3 months, just sitting on my shelf, and it's still hydrated, ready to go, no contamination. So proper sterilization is the most important thing. I mean, I literally had like 12 jars of it up there. I did some corn just because I wanted to do some corn. Just 'cause I wanted to do some corn, but these wheat berries, that's what grew those 200-gram fruits, those TC Max, the big ones. Those are wheat berries. So yeah, and that's what grew this lion's mane thing. These were wheat berries as well. So oops. This was wheat berries that grew this. This is like a third flush little just thing that popped out of nowhere, but it grew more. I got them upstairs, so I can't really show you. They're all dried out. Yeah, I mean the crosses look great, but I don't sell anything, so doing all these crosses, yeah, they look great, they taste great, they do the same thing as all the cubes. So it's like I don't need to do that many. I enjoy it, it's fun. Until I get back to a just doing mycology thing like full time, then I'll get back into it. But for now, I'm just enjoying doing what I'm doing, telling people about things. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, just enjoying it, just doing what I want to do. It's a hobby. I'm not selling it. It's not my job. Maybe someday it will be. But till it is, I'm not going to kill myself and spend every cent I have on this. I mean, I have all the equipment I need. I have all the cultures I need. I still spend probably about 200 bucks, 150 to 200 bucks a month on stuff, but I'm not going crazy. Dark Star. Cool. Yeah, I just spawned a bulk Mad Hatter and Shakti bombs from Musellium Labs with Matt over there at Tree Digs. I got some cultures and they spawned awesome. Now they look great. They smelled great when I put them in bulk. So I'm using that twisted tree. So I just spawned them the bulk right before this video. I had the flow hood going and everything. I didn't want to do the video. I got to figure out how to get a second camera so I can do a split screen like this. Oh, nah, well, it's not going to work. Anyway. But anyways, I want to be able to do a split screen. Problem is I get the audio screwed up because I got audio coming from both cameras in the same room. I want to be able to do a split screen where I have my flow hood showing what I'm doing, or I can put, one or the other. I got to get into the OBS thing. This StreamYard's great, but OBS is, I think, a lot better for doing stuff like that. Nice, Mark. Nice, Mike. Nice, Mark. Good job, guys. But yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I also noticed that so many strains look identical. You know, I grew so many albinos, and it's like, okay, that looks like the albino. This looks like, you know, they all look the same. So now I'm looking for really, really weird looking fruits to cross with other fruits eventually. So as long as I get the culture of them, then I'll get them grown out, get a mono, and then change them with others. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Um, what do you got, Mike? You got that Outback, that what's the name of that one? The Gruginosis or Gruginosis. I can't remember the name of it. I've been trying to get a print of that. Subgenugerosis or something. I can't pronounce that. That's a wild one they got out there in Australia, right? Sub aruginosis, sub psilocybe subaruginosis or something like that. I'm sure you're gonna type the right name in a minute, but yeah. I was trying to get a print from a friend of mine in Australia a while back. I don't know what his name is now, but he changed his IG and stuff. He's doing music and stuff now. Um, but yeah, he ended up never going on the hunt, never getting them. Yeah, they're all cubes, Mike. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, they're cubes, but it's like called subgaruginosa or something like that. It's from Australia. It's like a wild thing. I don't think it's a cube. I think it's something else. But it's basically it does the same thing. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce it. I'm gonna look it up later and be like, oh, that's how sub G. But yeah, that's one of the wild Australians I wanted to try to get, and then maybe move it with stuff. Yeah, they call it subs. That's what it was. Yeah, if you find a print or whatever, I don't, swab print, whatever. If you see something, let me know. No rush. If but yeah, definitely. Okay, so well, if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna let everybody get back to their day. I just wanted to stop in and chat for a little while with you guys. I got a bunch of stuff to do. But yeah. So why doesn't everybody have a great Memorial Day? Pay tribute to those fallen soldiers that are in your lives. And oh, Mark, yeah. I used this is kind of funny. You know how you get cocoa core bricks? I did a post a while back. I was getting Masters Mix bricks. It's basically fine wood chips, soy hulls, but they compress it into a brick like you do with cocoa core. So they make these nice dried bricks, and you just add water. So you take I did different, but the way they sell them is you take a brick, you put it in the XLS grow bag, and you add 2,600 liters or milliliters of boiling water, and it gives you a 10-pound block. And these bricks are cool. They're just like, they look like a brick. I don't have the name of the company off the top of my head. If you're interested, let me know. I got like 6 of them for like 30 something bucks. So it's actually really reasonable. If you're like commercial, they sell pallets, and it gets down to like $1.50 a bag, a 10-pound bag of substrate, which I think is cheap. $1.50 per 10-pound block is, I think, pretty cheap. But yeah, that's just hit me up, Mark. We can figure that out. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Daniel, Mike, Mary, Michael. But yeah, I'm gonna take off, guys. You guys have a great day. Happy Memorial Day. And we'll see you guys next week. I'll have an update on how those blocks are colonizing on the Twisted Tree Dino. So much love, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.